So today we are starting the topic electrostatics. Very first point comes here the charge. There is a very simple definition which you should know very well. Charge is the property of the matter due to which it produces and experiences electric and magnetic effects. So I hope this definition is clear to all of you. Now comes the next thing, that is the electrostatics. Basically it is a branch in which we discuss or study the charge at rest. So all of you can discuss or all of you can read it. It is a branch. Now there are some facts which you should know very well. First is that the Benjamin Franklin was the first to assign positive and negative sign of charge. Then second is the existence of the two types of charge was discovered by Dufour. And smallest unit of charge is a Franklin and largest unit of the charge is Faraday. And sometimes it can be asked what is the relation in Faraday and coulombs. You should be able to give the reply 1 Faraday equal to 96500 coulombs. Now come to the next thing. Why is the charge transferred by electron, not by the proton? What I want to convey to you, sometimes this question can be asked to you. What you will say? Let me explain you. Means for the charging, electrons are responsible, not the proton. We can easily remove the electron from the body, but we cannot remove the proton from the body easily. Very first thing you will say, electrons are outside the nucleus and proton are inside the nucleus, and they are strongly attracted by the nuclear force that we will discuss in the nuclear physics also. Second thing you can say, the mass of the electron is very less compared to mass of the proton. Mass of the electron, I think all of you must be knowing it, 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram, and mass of the proton is 1.67 into 10 raised to power minus 27 kilogram. So we get the idea that the electrons are lighter compared to the proton, so they can be easily removed. Now comes the question, is there limit of charging a body? Of course. What you will say, suppose I say this is a neutral body. I want to make it positive charge, it means I have to remove some electron from the body. When I remove the electron from the body, body will get the +1 charge. Suppose I speak like this. I remove another electron from the body, body is getting +2 charge. When I remove further electron, further positive charge will be created on the body. A situation will become, at that time this body will be having the huge amount of the positive charge and you cannot remove further electron from this body. It means there is definitely limit of charging a body. Similarly, you can think in this way also. If there is a neutral body, you give some electron to the body, body is getting -1 charge. You give another electron to the body, negative charge is further increasing. Then again you give the electron, body is getting the negative charge. After some time such huge amount of the negative charge will be created on the body that it is not possible for us to take the further electron on the body, because the electron will be repelled by the negative charge of the body. So of course always there is a limit of charging a body. So I hope this thing is very much clear to all of you. Now topic is that electric charge is a characteristic of material. In physics you will read this topic a lot. Characteristic of a material, characteristic of material. Means here it is written charge is a characteristic of material. Means charge is possible when there is a material. If no material, no charge. So material means mass. If an object is having some mass, then you can say object is having charge. Like in the nuclear physics you will discuss or you will read regarding the photon, like neutrino. They have no rest mass. Photon have no rest mass, so they cannot have any charge. And you can say presence of charge itself is a proof of the mass. That also very important thing. You can read this slide also. Now I am giving you some particle summary which you have done in junior classes. What is the charge of the electron, mass of the electron, something like that. Please go through the slide. So what you are getting, I think all of you are getting that the mass of the proton and mass of the neutron are not so different. They are approximately same. 1.67 into 10 to the minus 27, 1.67 into 10 to the minus 27. And for otherwise other mass you can discuss. Charge is a scalar quantity. Vector scalar you people know very well. Scalar means it does not have any direction, only magnitude is there. So we will think according to that. Charge is quantized. Again I want to tell you, as I told you, if you want to give a charge to a body, either you have to remove the electron, either you have to add the electron. One thing is clear to all of you. You are removing the electron or you are adding the electron. Means addition or removal of the electron cannot be in the parts like 1 by 2, 1 by 3. Full electron can be added or full electron can be taken out. So total charge on the body is given by the integral multiple of the E. E is the basic charge which you people know very well, 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. So if I ask you here, suppose I say an object is having the charge of 5 coulomb. Is practically it is possible to have the charge of the 5 coulomb of the body? You will say no. Reason is that the 5 coulomb is 5 is not the multiple in the 1.6. But similarly, if I say object is having the charge of the 8 coulomb, I can think it. There is a possibility of the 8 coulomb because you can get it by the multiple of the 1.6, that is the 8. So this is the basic thing regarding the quantize. Now I am showing in the slides. Please go through the slide also. Wherever if I appear to be fast, you can stop the video and you can read and you can understand. Now I want to discuss regarding the quarks like this. Basically in nuclear physics you will read proton, electron and neutron can further divided into the quarks. But these quarks are not considered as the fundamental particle. That we will discuss there. Here we can just get the brief idea. There are two types of quark, up quark and down quark mainly. Up quark is written as the plus 2 by 3e, down quark is written as minus 1 by 3e. So in nuclear physics you will read UUD, combination of the two up quark and one down quark. What you get? Plus 2 by 3e, plus 2 by 3e, minus 1 by 3e. What you are getting? You are getting plus E charge. Similarly, if I write UDD, plus 2 by 3e, minus 1 by 3e, minus 1 by 3e, we are getting no charge. So I think you can understand what is proton, what is neutron. And one more thing I want to tell you, that is the DDD, minus 1 by 3e, minus 1 by 3e and minus 1 by 3, what we are getting? Minus E. It means this electron, proton and neutron, they are further splitted into the quarks, but these quarks are not considered as the fundamental particle. Reason is that free quarks are not stable in nature, they quickly recombine, and free electrons are present in the nature. So I hope you can understand why quarks are not considered as a building particle or fundamental particle. Now I am showing the slides. You can pause the video and you can understand it. Different books, different name is given to these quarks. Now come charge is conserved. Students, for the conservation of charge, I think in junior classes all of you have heard the conservation. Here we will say total charge of an isolated body is constant. Isolated system, you can say, it doesn't matter, system of charges. Suppose I say glass rod and silk. I am taking very simple example earlier. Initially both are neutral, so initial charge of the system is 0. We are considering these are the isolated system. Suppose you rub the glass rod with silk, and what is happening? Suppose two electrons are transferring from glass rod to silk. Now what will happen? Silk will get the minus 2 electron, this will get the plus 2e charge, but again net you get that is 0. So conservation means of course you cannot say we are not able to create the charge. You are able to create a charge on the glass rod, you are able to create the charge on the silk, but isolated body is there, you cannot, for the isolated system you cannot say. So simply you will speak total charge of an isolated body is constant. Isolated system is constant. And in nuclear physics we will discuss regarding pair production and pair annihilation. So I am showing in the next video, next slide, you can go through it. Just read it, there we will discuss. In pair production and annihilation, neither mass nor energy is considered separately, but combination of the mass and energy is always considered there. Here you can see one gamma photon is there here, and this is splitting into the electron and positron, and there also we will discuss electron and positron when combined we are getting two gamma photon, two gamma rays, you can say it. Okay, charge is invariant. Basically you have to say the numerical value of any charge body is independent of the velocity, because if it depends on the velocity then neutrality of the atom will be disturbed. So we can say if any body is having charge at rest, that we will consider charge in the motion, because otherwise neutrality will be disturbed. Okay, this I have discussed earlier. Charge is always associated with the mass, because we have discussed this is a characteristics of the material. Okay, charge produce electric field and magnetic field. What you will say? Isn't, I think I had told you earlier also, again I am telling you, there is a charge q. If it is at rest, same charge q can be in motion. When it is in motion, it may be with a constant velocity, means zero acceleration. It may be with the, you can say, with the acceleration. When it is at rest, it will produce only electric field. In these numericals we will discuss only electric force. When it is moving with the constant velocity, then this is the situation of the current in a wire. So this is the phenomenon of the electric field and magnetic field, both will be produced. And when the charge is accelerating, electric field is produced, magnetic field generally we represent by the B, and radiation, that is the light energy. We will discuss these things. So charge can produce electric field as well as magnetic field. Just go through the slide also. Charge is on the surface of the conductor. Later on you will see a detail also, but here it is initial beginning. You can understand that if any conducting body is there, it doesn't matter it is hollow or solid. We are discussing only for the conducting bodies, metallic bodies. If you give any charge to it, charge will be always resides on the outer surface. Of course, one thing you should know it, if it is a uniform spherical body, then charge will be uniformly distributed. But if there is sharp end of a body, then charge will accumulated there, that we will discuss later on. Means you can say charge is given to a conductor will always distributed on the conducting body uniformly. If body is uniform, if body is not uniform, then it will be not uniform. That you should know. As I told you, charge leak from the sharp point, that I will discuss later on. I have shown in the slide that there are some sharp points are shown in on the one side the body is, you can say the left side body is perfectly uniform, but the right side body is having some sharp end and the charge, maximum charge is there. Okay, one thing I want to clear here. Here the charge density is high. Suppose this charge produce the electric field. Then what will you say? Here electric field may be such a high value that this can polarize the air here, and this charge can leak to the environment if this charge value is very high. Suppose I say here charge to such a high value that it is creating the electric field, and this electric field is also very high that it can dissociate the air. So this charge will leak from the sharp end points. This I have written here, sigma is proportional to 1 by r. I think it is written here. that I will discuss later on why sigma is proportional to 1 by r, that is surface charge density. But just you can understand is charge always resides in the sharp end, so charge will leak from the sharp points. Surest test of electricity. I think ये तो मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया था कि out of attraction and repulsion, repulsion is the surest test of electricity. Can you tell me why? आप कह सकते हैं कि attraction is possible in charged body and one neutral body also, that we will discuss later. But repulsion is always possible between two charged bodies. So attraction may be between charge and neutral, and charge, one is having positive charge, another having negative charge, attraction is there. But repulsion is always between positive or negative. So by attraction you cannot say one body is having different charge or one body is neutral. You can read the slide also. Now I am discussing a question here. You can pause the video. अगर मैं कहीं फास्ट लग रहा हो तो आप मेरी वीडियो रोक सकते हैं. A soap bubble is given a negative charge, then what will happen to its radius? See children, if soap bubble is given negative charge or positive charge, we are discussing regarding the size or radius. We are not talking about the mass. अगर क्वेश्चन में आपसे पूछा होता मास में क्या होगा, तो आप जानते हैं नेगेटिव चार्ज, इट मीन्स यू आर एडिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन ऑन द बॉडी, so definitely mass will increase. Positive charge means you are removing that electron from the body, it means mass will decrease. But we are discussing about the size, so it doesn't matter you give the positive charge or you give the negative charge to the body, it doesn't matter. Always due to the repulsion, the skin of the balloon will increase, it will expand, so ultimately you will say the radius will increase. ओके चिल्ड्रन, जैसा मैंने आपसे बताया था कि अट्रैक्शन इज पॉसिबल बिटवीन द न्यूट्रल बॉडी एंड वन चार्ज बॉडी ऑल्सो. अगर आप इस कंसेप्ट को यूज करोगे तो आप डायरेक्टली इस आंसर को आपको मिल जाएगा दैट राइट आंसर इज द न्यूट्रल बॉडी. लिसन चिल्ड्रन, अगर मैं आपको इस तरह से एक्सप्लेन करूं, दिस प्लेट इज कनेक्टेड टू द हाई वोल्टेज जनरेटर. It means this is having the high amount of the positive charge, and one thing is also given, it is connected to the high voltage generator. I think it is written here. Yes, it means if you take any amount of charge from this body, again charge will be given from this side and there is no deficiency of the charge. In front of it there is another plate and which is grounded. Later on you will discuss and I will explain you, when it is a grounded, this plate, this side is having the negative charge, and this is the metallic tennis ball metallic coating. No children, थोड़ी देर में आप पढ़ने वाले हैं that here you will get the induction effect and negative charge will come here. Here positive charge will be come here. This is high amount of the charge is there, high amount generator is there, and slightly suppose you tilt toward this side little bit by chance. Now what will happen, as you tilt toward this side, this body will be attracted to this side, it will come in contact to this plate, and ultimately this body will be get firstly positive charge due to the connection of this. No, जब इसके टच हो गया, इसको पॉजिटिव चार्ज मिल गया, इस बॉडी पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, इस पर भी पॉजिटिव चार्ज हो गया, अल्टीमेटली रिपेल होकर इधर आएगी और डेफिनेटली नेगेटिव तरफ अट्रैक्ट होगी. अगेन यहाँ पे बॉडी आएगी, ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज बॉडी आ रही थी इधर से, ये न्यूट्रलाइज हो जाएगी, वापस इसके कनेक्शन में नेगेटिव चार्ज मिलेगा, फिर रिपेल होगी और इस तरह से अल्टीमेटली सिस्टम ऑसिलेट होता रहेगा. प्लस चार्ज की डेफिशिएंसी नहीं है तो कंटिन्यू चलता रहेगा. Charging of the conductor, I will discuss this in the next video. Thank you.